It's me again. What's going on, guys? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am obviously Adam, and we are back for another Weekly United. Hope you guys have all been well, had a good week, had a good weekend, all that jazz. And obviously, the football has left us feeling in a little bit of limbo. It was kind of a positive result when you look at the fact that we got a little bit fortunate. I say fortunate, it was clearly offside. We got a VAR decision that went our way. Could have maybe been a penalty to Everton. And of course, it's a difficult game against Ancelotti's boys. But on the other hand, David De Gea gifted them a goal. And we probably should have played better. Well, I know we should have played better in the second half. And if we played as well as we did in the first half, I have no doubt we win that game. So it's one of those ones where you're feeling, you're not angry, you're not delighted, you're just a bit, But anyway, we're going to try to shake that off here on the Weekly United and on AdamMcKola TV and get those positive vibes and that happy feeling going again. We've got the cup coming up obviously this week against Wayne Rooney's Derby County, and I can't wait for that, and an opportunity to progress in a cup competition and get closer to another date at Wembley. So that's always something to be feeling positive about. But I'm sorry, I have to do it again. I have to bring it back to negativity, or at least frailty in the Man United side, because you look at this incredible stat that the United Arena have put together and the opportunities for United to close the gap on Chelsea. We've had so many. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 opportunities to close the gap, and not on one of those occasions have we won. Now maybe if we would have turned some of those draws into wins or those defeats into draws, we'd be sitting fourth comfortably right now. And who's to think where we would be without, if we had Bruno Fernandez from the start of the season, when we should have got him in the summer, if we had Paul Pogba fit, if we had Marcus Rashford fit for the full season, Anthony Martial fit. It's just so frustrating. But that's football. You get injuries. And unfortunately, we didn't have the squad to match it. Now there's still time to rescue this season, but we need to get results, and we need to get results quickly. And we got Spurs and City on the horizon. Well, City and Spurs. And after those games, I think if we get 3, 4, 6 points out of those games, and then you look ahead to the fixtures we've got, you'd be quietly confident that we could go on a run if we keep the form up and get into that top 4. But we've got to get the results. We've got to get the results. And talking about getting results, we can't have any more goalkeeping errors. David De Gea has made 7 errors leading to goals in the Premier League since the start of last season. That is joint most. The joint most alongside Dubravka and Leno. And for the best goalkeeper in the world, or someone that we've regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world, that quite simply isn't on. And we need him to improve, and we need him to perform better. Now, one of the positives from that game against Everton was the fact that despite his mistake, he had a very good performance after that. And yes, like I said in my review after the game, he cost us 2 points, because factually he did. He doesn't make that mistake. I know the butterfly effect and all that, but we win 1-0. And even though he made that mistake, he didn't have a shocker. You know what I mean? He didn't have a shocker. He wasn't looking shaky. He wasn't looking nervous. He wasn't looking frail. And he made some very, very good stops that probably kept it at 1-1. Definitely kept it at 1-1. So I'm here to say and bring some positivity back to De Gea's name. Before this, he had a good run of clean sheets. Manchester United's defence hasn't been that bad at all. I think, up until recently, we had the joint best defence in Europe with Paris Saint-Germain or something like that. We've done well recently defensively, and we've improved. He's made a mistake. It's cost us 2 points. He knows it was a mistake. But for people calling for Dean Henderson to come in now, I think it's a bit too soon. Even next season may be too soon, because the risk you've got is, look, you bring Dean Henderson in. He doesn't get enough football because De Gea is number 1 goalkeeper. So he stagnates. Secondly, you bring him in. Everyone wants to bring him in. We bring him in. We make him United number 1. We make De Gea fight for his spot or leave. And what happens if Dean Henderson makes a mistake or two, or crumbles under the pressure of Old Trafford? Because that could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. He's a very talented boy, and I'm sure he's got a bright future ahead of him. But sometimes don't force it. Sometimes don't force it. We've got a goalkeeper there who's a top quality goalkeeper. He's made some mistakes recently, but more often than not, he's bailed us out. Now, we need him to improve. We need this stat to get better. But I don't think that's going to improve by us just flinging a young goalkeeper in earlier than we probably would have wanted to. Just because he's shown some good form in the league and De Gea's made a mistake. He's made a few mistakes, yes, but have some loyalty, I think. Let's stick by him. He's got a sturdy understudy in Sergio Romero if we need to bring someone in to challenge him. Romero's been keeping clean sheets too. So I don't think there's any need to rush Dean Henderson, because the same people that are calling for him to come in are the same people that will be calling him a fraud if he doesn't succeed, or he has a bad game, or he makes a mistake. So let's chill and let's back Dave. Another bit of positivity is Bruno Fernandez. Now, another goal for him. That's 3 goals, 2 assists in 5 starts, I think it is for him. He's doing fantastically well for us, scoring goals, making goals. His first goal from open play. Little bit of luck in that Pickford was in goals, but it was a fantastic strike. Reminded me of the strike against Liverpool from Wayne Rooney, and I think like 0-5 in front of the Kop, when he cupped his ears and had a mobile phone thrown at him. But fantastic strike from him, got us level. Greenwood probably could have slipped him in for another one. He was unlucky with one that was saved by Pickford towards the end of the game, and Igalo could have stuck in. But player of the month for Man United in his first month here, 3 goals, 2 assists. It's been a good start for him. Let's hope he can keep it up, because fantastically talented player, and he looks like he's got that leadership about him as well. He's happy to give me the ball, let me get things going. Constantly moving, constantly looking to make things happen. A fantastically talented player, and I'm looking forward to seeing him develop more at Old Trafford. But it's that frustration that comes with it, you know. What if he was still about from the start of the season at United? Where would we be now? I'm sure all clubs have those what if spots and maybes, but Bruno Fernandez, what a talent, our Portuguese Magnifico, and he's proving to be worth every single penny. Something else to be positive about. Of course, as we do every single week, we have a story on Paul Pogba. Look, Paul Pogba's nearing fitness return. He's back at Carrington. That's the good news. He's there with Igalo and Bailly, having fun, doing all that stuff, getting ready for his return to football. And hopefully that's very, very soon, because we need as many players as we can, and he's obviously our best player, so we need him back in the team, whether that's for 3 months, 4 months, or the foreseeable future, who knows. It's interesting, some of the reports that are coming out, and it's starting to make me feel like there may be a slim chance that he stays, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Anyway, Graeme Souness back at it again. He's almost like a parody of himself, isn't he? Now Roy Keane, I think, did bring him up. Dave Jones, had to step in and say, hold on, we're talking about a player that's not even playing. But he's talking about Paul Pogba. I see him dancing at a wedding, and I see him shooting hoops and this, that and the other. What are you talking about, bruv? What are you talking about, bruv? Like, why are you talking about Paul Pogba again? There's so many different things you can talk about in that game. De Gea's mistake, Bruno Fernandez's arrival, Luke Shaw's showing somewhat of a return to form, the abysmal refereeing, Scott McTominay's back, Nemanja Matic has shown a return to form. Talk about the manager's tactics, Carlo Ancelotti getting sent off. There were so many things you could talk about, and he's talking about dancing at weddings and this, that and the other. It's weird because I don't hear people talking about Marcus Rashford going to the Super Bowl when he had his back injury, long flights. I don't hear people talking about that. But there's this different narrative of Pogba. Stop it. Look, we know he might be leaving in the summer. Probably going to leave in the summer. It's likely he's going to leave in the summer. But the rest of this stuff, like I keep saying here, is just stupid. It's fucking stupid. And it's like, you've got a bad opinion of him, so everything else has to be bad. It's like people go the other way. I've got a good opinion of him, so everything has to be good. Just chill the fuck out. You see it with Ollie. People getting on Ollie's case. Every little thing, if he smiles after a game, oh my God, he's smiling. We drew. How dare he smile? Like, don't you get bored of these agendas? Don't you? Must be tiring, innit? Can't we just enjoy football for what it is? And of course, as always on the Weekly United, we have a bit of transfer news. Thanks to United Report for tweeting this, because I didn't see it in the Telegraph. United are leading the race for Jadon Sancho. Personal terms agreed for 200 grand a week plus are expected to be straightforward if the clubs can agree a fee. Now, it's not even the summer yet. And you're hearing stories about Jackie Grealish potentially being agreed early doors. You're hearing stories about Jadon Sancho potentially being agreed early doors. Are United finally doing their business right? Are we finally being run as a professional outfit? I don't want to believe it. I really don't. I'm sorry I can't give you that positivity. I don't want to believe that Manchester United are going to be able to get Jadon Sancho, Jack Grealish signed up before the window's even opened, or as the window's opened, or have those deals in place. Yes, I believe we'll probably be putting the groundwork into making these deals happen, seeing if players are interested or not. Some things may go down to whether we're in the Champions League or not, who our manager's going to be, all those sort of things. But are United really? Have we agreed terms with Sancho? Jack Grealish, like we're hearing recently? I don't want to get my hopes up. But if we sign Sancho and Grealish, oh boy, that'd be perfect start to the summer, wouldn't it? We'd still need to get more business done. There'd probably be a few more going out, but be a great start to business. But like I said, don't want to get my hopes up just yet. Sorry I can't end you with that positivity here on the Weekly United regarding Jadon Sancho. But I do think we'll be front of the queue for it, in terms of we'll be there with the money if he's on it. If he's on it. Is he on it? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in this week to the Weekly United. What have you thought about everything we've discussed? David De Gea in goal, Everton 1, Man United 1, the upcoming game against Wayne Rooney's Derby County, and of course the Manchester Derby. But we will have more previews and predictions and all that stuff ahead of those games. What you think about Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandez, Player of the Month, Graeme Souness, Paul Pogba, all that jazz. I know you're going to keep getting at me, whatever you think, some of you might agree with him, gonna get at me, some of you gonna agree with me, gonna get at him. That's the joy of it, isn't it? But get your comments in the comments below on this, the Weekly United. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share and subscribe. But for now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.